My continued body spasms, contortions, and tremors had continued for 11 years. For 9 of those years, my severe and extreme pain managed by prescribed pain patches and other medications. My body continued to move uncontrollably, but my mind was paralyzed. I felt worthless and defeated. I saw no value in my life. Help. Sorry, can you click? It's not working. Of 2021, but it felt like the end of my life. I was so angry. I could see no light or joy in my life. I was offended by my circumstances, offended by the people who considered me disabled. Well, I was offended even by myself. Did not change my circumstances, nor did they change my value. It was my response to those words that changed my own self-worth. I gradually began to celebrate who I was and see beyond my circumstances. I decided to be the best version of me, in a wheelchair or walking. I suddenly saw my unique value, regardless of what labels other people put on me. As I embraced who I truly was, my confidence grew, and along with it, my resilience. You know, recognizing my self-worth did not get me out of that wheelchair. It did, however, bring me so much joy. Can you imagine? I suddenly had all this joy in my life. It brought me so much joy, but more than that, it changed my perspective. I brought my value forward, and I found joy in the little things that I actually could do. And I saw how contagious that joy was. Have you ever been around somebody who's joyful and just caught their joy? It's contagious, and I felt empowered at seeing how breaking the boundaries of my apparently limiting circumstances brought freedom, and it released others from the boxes and labels society placed on them. I was changing my world because I believed I could. I didn't need to fit into the norms and labels of society. I celebrated my own worth, and I saw the unique value in others. I felt the joy of life. So now, healed up and walking, I was even more unstoppable. With a fully able body and clear mind, I relearned to write. I took coaching, training, and courses to catch up with modern day and technology. So much changed in those 11 years in my wheelchair. I became a coach to equip myself to share my tools for joy. I have seen the transformation and joy in the lives of those who recognize their unique qualities and assets. The reason why I am so passionate about this is that so many of us are caught up in the boundaries created by the labels imposed by society. And you know what? It leads to so many of us feeling defeated and worthless and believing we have no value. And the world misses out on what we do have to offer. We may not all be in wheelchairs. However, the expectations and labels of society can hold us back. Labels such as gender. It's a man's role or a woman's role. Physical disabilities that don't in fact limit our mind or our spirit. Too old, too young, too short, too tall, not pretty enough, not educated enough, not qualified enough, even being single. Even those cultural stereotypes can change the way we see ourselves. The stigma of being weak or unstable due to mental health challenges such as depression. These labels do not define us. I am excited to share with you what I discovered. When we look at ourselves from a different perspective and reevaluate our self-worth, ignoring the judgment and labels that are inevitable that come from the world, we can find all the good in who we are and the things we can do. A researcher from Purdue University in 2023 said, attending to the needs of others and interacting with them brings new ideas and creativity. It gives us a sense of meaning and purpose. It boosts our self-esteem and brings forward growth and transformation. So, when we take the time to look and to see what is going on, we see a new sense of self-confidence. We find joy and we become resilient. An Emerald study from 2023 revealed that joy can be an important part of overall well-being. It can help build connections and reframe negative situations. So, when you take that time to assess, regardless of those labels and expectations of society, you develop that resilience for more challenging circumstances to be overcome. Furthermore, in 2021, the Department of Health-Related Social and Behavioral Sciences indicated that there may be an important mutual relationship between self-esteem and resilience. So as someone recognizes their self-worth, they can become more resilient in their daily lives. I would like to share with you just 3 simple steps to cultivate joy, find confidence, and impact your world. Firstly, take a moment to reflect. And you can do this in your own time. Just take a moment. I found 2 minutes too short and 5 minutes too long, so how about 3 minutes? Close your eyes and just think of all that you have experienced and noticed during the previous week, paying particular attention to anything new. And then thirdly, make a list of 5 of your past or present skills, gifts, talents, knowledge, personality traits, positive ones please, that have come to your mind during the previous week. And I invite you to take this assessment weekly. You know what? Take it weekly. And you will get bonus points if you share it with somebody else. As you take this assessment, you gain confidence, which brings about resilience. It brings about social engagement, and that brings joy to your world. As you make this list, you also begin to see your value in unconventional ways. You will see a different self-worth and a different future. You will see different opportunities to share your gifts, your skills. But even more, it will open the eyes to those around you to seeing beyond conventional opportunities. And you know what this does? This replaces despondency with joy and enthusiasm, and that brings hope. In 1992, I had the pleasure of meeting Nelson Mandela. So in closing, I would like to leave you with his words. What counts in life is not that we have merely lived. It is what difference we have made to the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life we lead. Thank you.